right, well, that's a wrap. That's an auction. And I got me a buzzsaw. So tomorrow's auction, the antique auction, could tie in very well with this buzzsaw if things go well for me. So let's go, let's grow, and let's go check out the WTC auction and do a preview. Boom! Right, so let's start right off with a Farmall H, and of course you see the condition that it's in. The tires actually aren't that bad. You could get this for a parts tractor. I would say a 4H tractor, but you probably need a little bit of sponsorship to get her done. Selling without reserve. Yeah, there's parts and pieces here that you could definitely use, no doubt about it. So let's go right over here to the Massey Ferguson Super 35 combine. And in Wes Evans' video, I saw them unload this, and man, it's a runner. It's a screamer. And I think you could go to the field and pick with this, and you know, challenge to anybody that wants to sit there and eat everything coming off that field all day long. Of course, you know, I don't know if this thing's ever picked more than, I don't know, probably 40-50 acres. Back in the day, that would have been a good amount of, you know, oats or soybeans or wheat. But holy cow, check that out. Oh, it's selling no reserve. And I'll bet that hopper, that box right there, I'll bet it holds 30-40 bushel probably. Cool, cool, cool. But yeah, most definitely runs, and runs well. Backed it right off, and tilt trailer. And Wes, your comments were shut off, so I couldn't, because you were like, yeah, I wouldn't like that, and I was gonna say, yeah, you would. Just stupid stuff like that. And well, let's go right here. There's some steel wheels if you want to go steel on your M or whatever. You have to measure the inside diameter. And we come right over here, we got a Massey 65, the highly sought after Massey 65 for those Massey Ferguson fans. And Stony Ridge Farmer picked one of these up, and I can't remember the nickname you gave it, but you gave it one. And let's just take a look at it. It's a gas job, and 3 points off of it. It's got a clevis there stuck in the hitch, but I don't know, maybe it was just a wagon mover. I don't know, but here it is. And hopefully come Saturday, there you are, and there you go with it. We got some skins here, 18 426s. I don't know, maybe teeny weeny little combine tires. 2 bottom pole type. I'm going to call it a John Deere. In the event that I'm wrong, please dig deep and find it in your heart to forgive me. We got a Allis Chalmers here, another parts tractor. If you're going to get into these, you restoring them and running them, definitely parts tractors and parts combines are critical, and that's also selling no reserve. We got a custom 600 little sucker there, and then Massey Harris 44 front end. Looks pretty heavy for a Massey Harris 44, most definitely. So, and then a sickle mower. And I know somebody was asking a while back if I ever come across sickle mowers, and I'm like, I come across them all the time. This is 3-point setup. Get it home, grease it up, and work it to death. That's your job. That's your new assignment, whoever you are out there. Yeah, we got a fuel tank here, hand pump. And I know there's fuel in it because, Wes, you pumped it and it worked. And there was fuel in it. And I was going to comment about that too. Small little sucker though. I don't know. 40 gallon maybe. At most. Got a Ford 9600 here, and I have a friend that has one and he just loves it. Well, and he is a Ford guy, so that makes sense. Got some weights on the front. You know, that's something to consider too, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weights. So you're looking at about $700 worth of front weights there. And I cheated. I already climbed up into the seat and looked at the hours. It's like oh, I don't know, 6,000 and change, a little over 6,000, but you can see what you got here, 18.438s on the skins, and a Cat 3 hitch by all means, and dual remotes. These look new. So yeah, just kind of walk around it for you blue guys. I know I have a few that watch my channel, and it's like with every other color, you're either into blue or you're not. And here we go with an International, McCormick International 93 combine. Again, open station. Oh, what a riot. And this is just one of them combines that if you have it, you're probably having it to collect. I guess you could call it a 10-foot head. I might call it an 8-foot. But yeah, there you go. We'll zoom in up there for you. Selling no reserve. Leave a comment down below if you've ever used one of these or knew somebody that did. I'm sure somebody in the, I'm sure one of you viewers definitely have known somebody to use one of these. I'm also sure this isn't the only model in this series that they come out with. We're going to shift right down here to the A with call division. Of course, they all had call division. That was the whole point in it. You could cultivate with these tractors. They didn't do real good with something behind them. They weren't really pullers of any type, but man, this one here looks like a dandy. Skins are all good. They check out very well. The paint checks out. Seat checks out. Selling with reserve as it should. No surprise there. No runs, no drips, no errors. Whew. And you know, we could look in the sediment bowl to beat the band, but I won't. And there you go. That's a Farmall A right there. Got the oil pressure gauge. We'll see that tomorrow when they fire it up. I know it runs because, again, in the video I saw Chad backing it in. And you got your crank start right there. Got your option for electric start, but yeah, can't crank start it too. So your starter goes out on you, just crank start it. Yeah, this is a nice one. Right here. Got a little fast hitch back blade here. And that blade, I'm going to tell you, is a 7-footer. But it's got the short prongs on it, like you'd say on maybe like a 300. So I would say this was designed maybe for a Farmall 300 or an International 300, because I don't think these prongs would fit longer fast hitch setups. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool, man. We got a Ford 4000 here. It's a dandy, but it's a gas job. And he left a note on the back of it, and it says he basically used it as a brush hogging tractor. So we know that Soybean Farmer has a 4000. His would be a diesel, and he uses it quite regularly for farming. Come around the other side here. Yeah, that starter looks new on there. Yeah, if you're looking for a Ford 4000 gas, this would be one to buy. And then we come right back around here, and we got a Super A with cultivators. And I wonder if I've ever seen this tractor before. It almost seems as though I have. Selling with reserve. Boy, I'll be surprised if this is a different tractor, but what a nice setup. It looks like it's set on 30-inch rows too. So, not much adjustment needed, even if you're going to do sweet corn or whatever you plan on doing. Yeah, missing one in the middle there, but you can get them pretty easily. There you go. And we got a Ford of some sort here. It's not selling with reserve. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe a 2000, you know. Yeah, I just don't know. Huh. Carb looks brand new on it though, so I'm assuming that it runs. We'll find out tomorrow. All these are going to be started, and we gotta, I mean, this thing's as big as an elephant for 2 bottoms. And look, he's got the steel knobbies on it, you know, so when you go to trip that and the clutch engages, you don't slip. Mine's steel wheel, and it doesn't have any of these knobbies on it, and it don't slip. Just the weight of the plow itself catches it enough. And Allis Chalmers C. What you're seeing is an Allis Chalmers here that's going to sell with no reserve, so it's definitely not going home with the owner, that's for sure. And I was talking in this stream the other day about how most of the AC guys, they were into these, the WDs, the WD-45s, the Cs and whatnot, and this one looks to be in good shape. I'll be surprised if, when Benny sits down, if it doesn't fire right up. Now here's a tractor I've never seen in real life. This is a first for me, an OS4 Orchard. Okay, now an OS4 is essentially a W4. This looks to be in pretty good shape, pretty darn good shape. They also come out with the O4, which was also Orchard, but the OS4, something about the sheet metal was missing. But if you get behind these things, you can see this selling reserve has no surprise there, but they're real narrow, just so they could get down through the tree rows and whatnot. And all the skins are great on this thing. Yeah, they're brand new. You could eat off these tires. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And of course the exhaust was designed so that it goes up underneath and whatnot again. Yep, interesting tractor. Same engine basically as the Farmall H. In fact, a W4 is a utility version of a Farmall H, so this would be too. All you Super C guys, or you Farmall 200 guys, there's a C20 2-bottom fast hitch plow here. And that's the only mistake I made last year, was not buying that Farmall 200. Otherwise, I'd probably be home right now making a video with a plow like that. And I know, Teresa, you wanted me to go over both of the Massey Ferguson combines that are here, and this is a 205. Where else have we seen a 205? And again, open station. And this was a parade combine, and it spit Tootsie Rolls out the end of the chute there when he'd go down. And of course, the parade would be at night, and this would be all lit up. That's what these are. These are all Christmas lights and whatnot. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, Farmall M here. Good skins, good rear skins, both sides. And it's selling reserve. Looks like he's got a clean inline filter on there. And sediment bowl looks okay. Yeah, that's definitely a clean filter with reserve. I'm guessing it runs. Not only that, he probably doesn't want to get his tires stolen, so that's what he's doing right there. Now this actually would be your 4H project right here, I think. You're not starting in the hole so much. Well, and what would an auction be without a David Brown? This Select-O-Matic 880, it's going to go about 50 horse, don't hold me to it. Selling with reserve. Now, one thing I'll tell you about a David Brown, they can look like absolute a dumpster, but boy, do they run. And they run and they run and they run. They don't know they're supposed to run the way they look. They just run, and they don't use a lot of fuel. Great starting diesel in the winter. I had a 1200 and a 995, and you just plug them in, you go out at 6 below zero, and they start. And that's just the way it is. So don't be too shy on this one if you're just looking for something to maybe, I don't know, brush hog with. A lot of people asking about sickle bar mowers, and the reality is this is all one-stop shop. Looks like maybe highway department or the township used it to mow shoulders with or whatever. But yeah, this would be a John Deere 1020. Good skins, real good skins. Gas job, so it's going to start. Yeah, that's basically this tractor's job. Go along and cut weeds. And you know, this tractor doesn't need an introduction at this point in time. I think when they fire this thing up tomorrow, they just need to blow the buckets off, and $50 to the first guy that can get them buckets about 50 feet in the air. 103 is the item number on this, and man, this thing is old Burnout Bob. He was on it, and he let it have it too, and those tires most definitely show it. But that's what you'd want on there. You'd want them about 5%, like what they are. And here you go, you got a 350 Chevy engine in it, and jeez Louise. And some of you guys were like, oh, he needs ROPS and wheelie bars and all that. And hey, he's got something back here. Yeah, he's got the, I guess you call them wheelie bars there. And whew, I think it caught a lot of people off guard when he took off with it. But yeah, there you go. And then we got a KCC, Ace version of an orchard tractor too, with the orchard type fenders and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see what this goes for. And then we got a Co-op E4 selling with reserve. I've never driven one. I don't see many of these around. Gas job, 6-cylinder. There you go. New skins. Oh my word, are they new? Check the other one here. Yeah, good on both sides. And here you go, goes to Lucius Clay. Here's your 520 narrow front, power steering, selling with reserve, decent skins on the back. They are 13.638s, exactly what I should probably have on my H Cat 2 3-point hitch with a remote cylinder in the back. New seat, so at the very least your butt's going to be happy. Yep. Old two-banger, two-popper. But there you go. That's your review. We got a single wheel in the front there for a steer, and it's the General. Okay, built by the Cleveland Tractor Company. And there's no electrical anything on this. It's crank start for sure. I've never seen one. End of story, never seen one. It's got a hitch right there. Hitch is a little higher than I care for a hitch to be. With one of the viewers, I was talking about how to pull a tractor up and over and on you, and it's to have the hitch axle high or higher, and that'll do it. But cool tractor, good skins right here. Huh, no kidding. Look at that little dinky carb. It's if you've seen one of these, leave a comment down below. Yep, there you go. And it is selling, no reserve, if I haven't said that already. John Deere number 12A pull type combine. I've never seen one of these in action. I have seen a McCormick in action, and it wasn't one of the best of days when it was in action, so I didn't really judge it based on that because it was getting clogged and all kinds of good stuff. This loader looks like a an International 2000, although it's not marked. It does have the 2 cylinders, so a 2001 loader would have a single cylinder. So pretty sure that's what this is, and that's about a 6-foot bucket right there. And I almost wonder if this doesn't go to this, and this is an International 504. Now if it was a Farmall 504, it'd be a row crop, and the International was the utility version of the 504. And this one, I tell you, I've cheated. I've already looked it over. Guy did a lot to this. Okay, and it is selling with a reserve, and it's set up for a loader. Yeah, you can see the remotes on the side there. And this would be a good loader tractor, gas tractor, about 46 horsepower, power steering, brand new skins, steers. You know, loader tractor, I never get too excited about rear skins, but they're good enough. And brand new fittings on these, in this remote, the rear end, brand new fittings there. So yep, and hoses are good. Yeah, if you were looking for a loader tractor, something to brush hog with, this is another one. Yep, and here's a WD. I was just talking about a WD, selling no reserve. So it'll be interesting to see what this goes for. And to hear it run, of course. Skins look pretty good on it. They look real good, but yeah, here it is. I'll walk around the back here. Yep. Cat 1, 3-point. So again, probably a little brush hogger or something. Got the rear view. There you go. Living large. So we were just over there looking at the C22 bottom, and this is a 3 bottom. I'm guessing this is a C30. It does have the depth wheel. It does come with the depth wheel. Doesn't have a trail wheel, but I don't think it would matter with the depth wheel. And that it's a little on the flat side, but it's in good shape as far as the rubber. And then you've got a luggage unloader here. US Airways. Man, they went out of business a while back. Yeah, they're saying you could throw your firewood on there and go. I'm saying you could throw yourself on there and go somewhere. All right, we got another international utility tractor, and on the tire there it says 464. Yep, fast hitch, got the drawbar. Everything looks good. All those are new. New hoses, new fittings, single remote on-off valve, kind of like what the 1086 I drove had. Yeah, it looks like a runner. And then we got a couple of these fast hitch. These are 311s, and this one here is basically complete. It has the cover boards on it. Everything looks good. I mean, the prongs look straight as an arrow. Yeah, I think you just back right up and go with this. A 656, a 560. I know a lot of you guys like to overplow your tractors, but I don't have a problem running 3 bottoms with a 60 horse tractor. I'd rather have fun than strain and struggle. Yep, and here's another one. It's complete as well. And just touching these coulters, they do roll and whatnot. I found it kind of weird that these cover boards are plastic. So I don't know. I don't know how long those would last in dirt I turned. And then of course the guy retrofit a little SMV for when he was going down the road. But everything's here. Two 311s, a fast hitch back blade. Can't go wrong. And here's a John Deere 2010 gasser. Decent skins on it. Cat 1 hitch. Yeah, probably parts tractor. All right, so that's a preview for tomorrow's antique auction. And I gotta tell you, they got a Farmall A sitting there. Just saying, not spraying. And that back blade was pretty interesting too. Beep beep.